Okay, imagine this. You wake up, check your bank account, and there's money in there because of your face.
Your actual face, not like your movie star or anything.
No, not famous, not a model, just your regular face. Apparently, it could be helping AI learn to be, well, more human.
Wow.
So yeah, welcome to this possibly pretty strange idea, renting out your face for AI income.
Renting your face. Huh.
We're doing a deep dive today looking only at what's in this one article called Renting Your Face for AI Income.
Gotcha. Just sticking to the sword.
Exactly. Let's unpack what this piece says and, what it might mean. Okay, let's get into it.
Right. So the article, it makes it clear pretty quickly, this isn't just some sci-fi idea.
Yeah.
Companies, the ones building AI tools like virtual assistants, maybe customer service bots, even systems that recognize emotions.
Oh, yeah.
They need real human faces. Lots of them, diverse ones. So they're actually paying people to license their facial likeness.
To make the AI seem...
Yeah, exactly. To make it feel, I guess, more human, more relatable.
Okay, so how does this work, according to the article? What do you actually do?
Well, it usually starts with this thing called a one-time data session.
With a photo shoot.
Sort of, yeah, but maybe more intense. You're recording yourself making hundreds of different facial expressions.
Oh, that's right. Wow.
Yeah, reacting to prompts, acting out emotions, happy, sad, confused, angry, the whole range.
Gotcha. And the money, what does the article say about potential earnings?
It mentions a range for that first session. Could be anywhere from, say, $100 maybe up to $2,000.
For one session.
Yeah.
It's not bad for a couple of hours work, maybe.
Right. But here's where the article points out something pretty interesting and maybe a little concerning.
Oh.
Some contracts people sign apparently grant these companies lifetime rights to your digital face.
A lifetime? Seriously, your face? Forever?
Potentially, yeah. Used for decades, maybe. And it also mentions some companies are even looking into paying monthly royalties.
Royalties? Like for music?
Kind of. Based on how often your face data gets used by their clients. Imagine getting checks because your digital frown showed up in a training simulation or something.
Okay, lifetime rights, royalties.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting, but there has to be a catch, right?
Yeah.
What's the risk here?
Yeah, the article goes right there. The big one is privacy, obviously. Yeah. Once your digital likeness, your face scan, is in their system, well, the article warns it's basically out there.
Yikes.
And it really hammers this point.
Yeah.
Read the fine print carefully. Some platforms might limit usage,
But others?
Others might have almost no restrictions, according to the piece. And yeah, it explicitly brings up the risk your avatar could end up doing something.
Well, the article uses the word sketchy.
Sketchy, right? Something you wouldn't want associated with your face.
Exactly. Something you wouldn't approve of.
So why is this happening now? Why the big demand?
Well, the article connects it to AI-generated content just booming, going totally mainstream.
You see that everywhere. Right. And these digital avatars are starting to replace humans in some basic roles, like customer service or giving information.
So companies need faces for these bots.
They're hungry for them. Realistic, believable faces. The article even says there are now agencies popping up.
Like modeling agencies.
Yeah, but specifically for facial data. Connecting people willing to license their face with these AI companies needing the data.
Huh. A whole new industry.
Seems like it.
And what was the wildest part you saw in the article?
Oh, get this. It mentions some people are creating multiple face personas.
What does that even mean?
Like they'll change their hairstyle, use different makeup, maybe different lighting setups, basically create distinct characters using their own face.
And then they rent each one out separately.
Apparently. Like face flipping, but for AI licensing. It's kind of wild.
Wow. Face flipping needs freelancing.
Okay. So, yeah, could this be a way to make some passive income? The article suggests maybe, but it's definitely not without risks, especially that privacy stuff and losing control. It's not for everyone.
Right.
But what's really fascinating is how it shows that, data is the new gold, right?
Yeah.
And maybe teaching AI about human emotion is the next big thing. So perhaps your most valuable asset is, well, literally your face.
The thing staring back at you in the mirror. Okay, so that's a quick tour through this article's take on face renting for AI. The potential cash, the pretty serious risks.
Yeah, it really highlights how fast these new digital economies can pop up, sometimes in really unexpected ways, like using your own face as data.
It really does make you think.
It does.
As AI gets more and more human-like and these digital clones become more common, how much of ourselves are we willing to digitize.
And potentially lose control over.
Exactly. What is this rise of the digital you mean for your privacy, your identity down the road?
Definitely something to chew on.